Good morning. This is Larry McMillan with the stock market update on Monday, May 2nd, before the market opens. So things got a little worse last week, and S&P closed Friday at a new low for this year, almost a new low for an entire year. The prices haven't been this low since last May. So we're near support, 4,100. That was the February low. And the bulls are hoping that this support can hold. I'm not really sure it can, and even if it does on the short term, we're very oversold. So an oversold rally could carry maybe 300 points, a little bit more, up to the 4,400 area, a little bit beyond that, which is about where the 20-day moving average is. But the overall picture is still negative. The S&P chart is trending lower. We have lower highs and lower lows. And so it's not a pretty picture there right now. The McMillan volatility band buy signal has not occurred. The index did probe below the -4 standard deviation band last week, but it did not confirm a buy signal. So there has not been a buy signal from the McMillan volatility band. There was a classic buy signal from our previous system that we used, which was a modified Bollinger Band system. Put-call ratios remain on sell signals. They're really rising quite rapidly now as there's a lot of put buying going on. And the weighted ratio is all the way back to where its highs in March. And at that time, it did launch a pretty good rally. But we won't have a buy signal from these put-call ratios until they roll over and begin to trend lower. And in reality, as high as they are right now, they're not very high historically. We have not even seen the total put-call ratio go above 1 on any given day, and same for the others. But usually it's the total put-call ratio that would get above 1 before anything else. So while it seems very ugly, and it is, it's not as oversold as you might have seen in the past. Breadth has been extremely negative, of course, on these declining days, and our breadth oscillators are on sell signals, and they are in deeply oversold territory. New highs versus new lows, again, new lows dominating easily every day. And again, this oscillator is on a sell signal and is in oversold territory as well. So that brings us to VIX. We did get a VIX spike peak buy signal as of, I believe, Thursday's close, and that managed to survive on Friday. So technically that is still in force, and that is the only buy signal that we have in effect right now. The trend of VIX is negative, as VIX has moved higher, and so is its 20-day moving average. And so that is not a good sign for stocks in the longer term. And we've had now finally a negative divergence, well, not negative divergence, but negative slope in the term structure of the VIX futures, and that's negative as well. So if that were to increase, right now May is the front month of VIX future. If it were to get above 1 point above June, that would be another very negative item for the stock market. So right now, things don't look too good, except for the fact that we are very oversold, and these oversold rallies are huge. We saw it last week on Thursday, more than 100-point rally. In fact, at one point, the rally was like the 8th biggest rally in history. It gave some of that back before the close that day, and then after the close, earnings were negative, and it launched that very bad day on Friday where S&P was down over 140 points. So these oversold rallies they look so good while they're happening, and then they just fade. But we are oversold enough now that we could probably get a slightly larger one. It's just that we are not in the business of trying to guess where those might happen. So we wait for confirmed buy signals, and right now we have our core bearish position, and around it we would trade oversold buy signals, the only one of which currently in effect is the VIX spike peak buy signal, and that would be stopped out if VIX closes more than 50 cents higher today, which is certainly possible. So the alert I would suggest you visit our website, take a look at our newsletters so you can keep up with these details daily. And meanwhile, have a good week trading.